Overview of Amazon Web Services Infrastructure. Welcome to this audiobook, an in-depth exploration of Amazon Web Services, AWS, the world's most comprehensive and widely adopted cloud platform. AWS offers over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally. Millions of customers, including the fastest-growing startups, largest enterprises, and leading government agencies, use AWS to lower costs, become more agile, and innovate faster. The value proposition of AWS lies in its ability to transform businesses by offering scalability, flexibility, cost efficiency, and faster time to market. AWS allows organizations to pay only for what they use, scale their resources on demand, and access enterprise-grade technologies without upfront capital investments. Whether you're looking for computing power, storage, machine learning, or specialized services, AWS delivers the right tools and infrastructure. Understanding total cost of ownership. TCO. When considering a migration to the cloud, understanding the total cost of ownership, TCO, is crucial. AWS can significantly reduce your overall costs compared to on-premises infrastructure. The four primary parts of TCO include: 1. Direct infrastructure costs. AWS eliminates the need to purchase and maintain physical hardware. This includes servers, storage, and networking equipment. 2. The operational costs. AWS reduces operational costs by automating management tasks like patching, backups, and monitoring. 3. Labor costs. The cloud lowers the need for manual infrastructure management, allowing organizations to focus on innovation rather than maintenance. 4. Time to value. AWS enables faster deployment and scalability, allowing businesses to quickly respond to market demands, which increases overall agility and competitiveness. AWS Cloud Economics and Pricing Models. AWS is built on the premise of cloud economics, which emphasizes the shift from fixed, high capital investments in IT to variable costs based on usage. This model offers unparalleled agility and flexibility, enabling businesses to experiment and innovate without the financial risk associated with traditional IT procurement. AWS operates on a pay-as-you-go pricing model, where customers only pay for what they use, with no upfront commitments. The cloud's elasticity allows users to scale resources up or down based on demand, avoiding over-provisioning. AWS also provides several cost-saving options, including reserved instances, spot instances, and savings plans. AWS Pricing Calculator. To help customers estimate costs, AWS provides the AWS Pricing Calculator. This tool allows users to input their resource requirements and generates an estimated monthly cost based on service usage, region, and pricing options. This enables customers to make informed financial decisions when planning their cloud migration or new workloads on AWS. Cloud Architecture Design Principles. When building in the cloud, there are key architecture design principles that ensure your infrastructure is secure, scalable, reliable, and cost-efficient. 1. Design for failure. Expect failures and plan for them to ensure continuous service availability. 2. Decouple components. Modularize your applications to improve fault tolerance and flexibility. 3. Automate everything. Leverage automation to increase efficiency and reduce human error. 4. Use managed services. AWS offers a range of managed services that handle undifferentiated heavy lifting. 5. Design for elasticity. Use the cloud's elastic nature to scale resources dynamically. 6. Leverage global infrastructure. AWS operates in multiple regions and availability zones to improve resilience and performance. The 6 advantages of cloud computing. AWS empowers organizations with 6 major advantages of cloud computing. 1. Cost efficiency. No need for large capital investments. Pay only for the resources you use. 2. Global reach. Deploy applications and services around the globe with AWS's vast network of data centers. 3. The elasticity. Scale resources automatically to meet demand, ensuring optimal performance and cost savings. 4. Speed and agility. Reduce time to deploy infrastructure from weeks to minutes. 5. Innovation at scale. Access advanced services such as machine learning, IoT, and analytics without upfront investments. 6. Security. AWS provides a secure cloud platform with advanced security services and compliance certifications. AWS Well-Architected Framework. The AWS Well-Architected Framework provides a structured approach for building secure, high-performing, resilient, and efficient infrastructure in the cloud. The framework is built on 5 pillars. 1. The operational excellence. 2. The security. 3. The reliability. 4. The performance efficiency. 5. Cost optimization. AWS provides the well-architected tool that allows businesses to evaluate their workloads and align them with best practices. The AWS Shared Responsibility Model. Security in AWS operates on a shared responsibility model, where AWS manages the security of the cloud, and the customer is responsible for security in the cloud. AWS secures the infrastructure and foundational services, while customers are responsible for data encryption, access management, and application-level security. AWS Security Services. AWS offers a range of security services to help customers protect their data and applications. AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM, control access to AWS services and resources securely. Security groups act as virtual firewalls for controlling inbound and outbound traffic to your resources. Amazon Inspector automatically assesses applications for vulnerabilities and deviations from best practices. AWS WAF, Web Application Firewall, protects web applications from common security threats such as SQL injection and cross-site scripting. AWS Directory Service provides a managed Microsoft Active Directory in the AWS cloud for easier user and resource management. AWS Artifact offers access to AWS compliance documentation, including reports and agreements. AWS CloudTrail, CloudWatch, and AWS Config. Monitoring and auditing are critical components of maintaining a secure and compliant AWS environment. AWS CloudTrail provides visibility into API calls and user activity, offering detailed logs for auditing and compliance purposes. Amazon CloudWatch monitors AWS resources and applications, collecting metrics, logs, and events to provide real-time insights into performance and operational health. AWS Config continuously monitors and records AWS resource configurations, helping customers audit changes and ensure compliance with organizational standards. Methods of deploying and operating in the AWS cloud. There are several methods for deploying and managing workloads in the AWS cloud. AWS Management Console, a graphical user interface for managing AWS resources. AWS CLI, Command Line Interface, provides a powerful way to interact with AWS services through text-based commands. AWS SDKs, software development kits, allow developers to interact with AWS services using familiar programming languages. AWS CloudFormation automates the creation and management of resources through infrastructure as code templates. AWS Elastic Beanstalk, a managed service that automates application deployment and scaling. AWS Regions and Availability Zones. AWS Regions and Availability Zones, AWZs, are fundamental to the reliability and scalability of your cloud infrastructure. An AWS region is a geographically isolated location that contains a collection of availability zones. Each availability zone consists of one or more discrete data centers, each with redundant power, networking, and connectivity. Regions are spread across different geographic areas, such as North America, Europe, and Asia-Pacific, allowing businesses to choose the optimal location for hosting their workloads based on regulatory, latency, and disaster recovery needs. Using multiple AWZs within a region ensures that applications remain available, even in the event of an AZ failure. Cloud Deployment Models. AWS supports various cloud deployment models. Public Cloud. The AWS infrastructure is owned by AWS and shared with multiple customers, offering scalability and flexibility. Private Cloud. You can create a cloud environment in your data center, giving you control and isolation, but with reduced scalability compared to public cloud. Hybrid Cloud. This model integrates on-premises infrastructure with AWS services, offering flexibility and consistency across environments. AWS services like AWS Direct Connect make it easier to build hybrid cloud environments by establishing secure, dedicated connections between on-premises networks and AWS. AWS Global Services. CloudFront and AWS Global Accelerator. Amazon CloudFront is a content delivery network, CDN, service designed to deliver data, videos, and applications globally with low latency. It caches content at edge locations close to your end users, improving access speed and reducing bandwidth costs. On the other hand, AWS Global Accelerator improves global application performance by routing traffic through AWS's global network and optimizing connections based on latency and health checks. It offers static IP addresses as entry points to your application, increasing resilience. Data backup and recovery, AWS Backup, AWS Storage Gateway, and AWS Cloud Endure. Data protection is critical, and AWS offers several tools to ensure your data is backed up and can be restored quickly. AWS Backup provides a centralized service to automate and manage backups across AWS services such as Amazon RDS, Amazon EFS, and DynamoDB. It helps you adhere to backup policies and compliance requirements. AWS Storage Gateway bridges on-premises storage with cloud storage, enabling seamless integration for hybrid cloud setups. It allows you to use AWS's scalable cloud storage for on-premises data backup, file caching, and tape replacement. AWS Cloud Endure focuses on disaster recovery by enabling continuous block-level replication of workloads to the AWS cloud. This allows you to quickly recover critical applications and data in case of disasters. Organizing resources, tags, and resource groups. Managing cloud resources at scale requires effective organization, and AWS provides tags and resource groups for this purpose. Tags are key value pairs assigned to AWS resources such as EC2 instances, S3 buckets, and RDS databases, allowing you to categorize and track costs, operations, and ownership. Resource groups organize and manage resources across multiple services. With resource groups, you can group resources that share common tags, enabling easier management and automation of tasks like scaling or applying policies. Databases in AWS-RDS, DynamoDB, Redshift, and Aurora. AWS offers a range of database services tailored to various use cases. Amazon RDS, Relational Database Service, supports popular relational database engines such as MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, SQL Server, and Oracle, providing automatic patching, backups, and scaling. Amazon DynamoDB is a fully managed NoSQL database, known for its fast performance at any scale. It's great for applications requiring high availability and millisecond-level latency. Amazon Redshift is a powerful, fully managed data warehouse service that enables fast querying and analytics on large datasets. It's optimized for running complex analytical queries on large amounts of data. Amazon Aurora is a MySQL and PostgreSQL-compatible relational database built for the cloud, offering the performance and availability of commercial databases at a fraction of the cost. Storage Solutions, S3, Amazon Elastic Block Store, EBS. AWS provides various storage services designed for different use cases. Amazon S3, Simple Storage Service, is AWS's scalable object storage solution. It is used for storing and retrieving any amount of data, with capabilities like lifecycle policies, versioning, and security features. Amazon Elastic Block Store, EBS, provides persistent block storage for use with EC2 instances. EBS volumes can be attached to EC2 instances and support various performance tiers, such as SSDs for high-performance workloads and HDDs for large-scale archival tasks. Support for AWS customers. AWS offers various levels of support, depending on your needs. These include 1. Basic support, access to AWS documentation, forums, and 24/7 customer service for account and billing inquiries. 2. Developer support, includes 24/7 access to cloud support associates and guidance for developers. 3. Business support, for production workloads, providing 24/7 access to support engineers and faster response times. 4. Enterprise support, tailored for large enterprises, with a dedicated technical account manager and proactive support. AWS pricing models. AWS uses 3 main pricing models to offer flexibility and cost efficiency. 1. The pay-as-you-go. Pay only for the services you use without upfront commitments. 2. These savings plans and reserved instances. Reduce costs by committing to use AWS services for a certain period, 1 or 3 years. 3. The spot instances. Purchase unused EC2 capacity at a significant discount, ideal for flexible, non-critical workloads, using multiple AWS accounts. As organizations scale, using multiple AWS accounts can help segment workloads and optimize billing. AWS organizations allow you to manage multiple AWS accounts centrally, enabling better cost management, security policies, and workload isolation. You can also establish service control policies, SCPs, to restrict what actions users can perform across accounts. AWS Lightsail and AWS Fargate. AWS Lightsail is a simplified service that offers everything you need to launch a virtual private server, VPS. It's ideal for small projects, developers, and startups who want a straightforward and cost-effective way to launch websites or applications without deep AWS knowledge. AWS Fargate, on the other hand, is a serverless compute engine for containers. With Fargate, you can run containers without managing the underlying infrastructure, allowing you to focus on application development and deployment rather than server management. AWS offers a broad spectrum of services and tools to build, manage, and scale cloud infrastructure. From global content delivery with CloudFront to database management with RDS, and disaster recovery with Cloud Endure, the platform supports a wide range of use cases. By leveraging AWS regions and availability zones, robust storage solutions like S3 and EBS, and advanced databases like DynamoDB and Redshift, you can build highly available, scalable, and secure applications on the AWS cloud. Whether you're a startup, enterprise, or hobbyist, AWS has the tools you need to succeed in the cloud. Thank you for joining me on this journey through AWS. I hope this audiobook has provided you with the knowledge and inspiration to explore and leverage the AWS cloud to its full potential.